This truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think we have to appreciate the maturity and adaptability of this fella, Aaron Ramsey, who I suspect will play mainly on the right and sometimes at the peak of that central midfield. Loves to make those overlaps and have little combinations, encouraging people to get beyond the defence. He sets the example.
Stepanenko with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bale plays a sharp little ball here, and the shot! Away from immediate danger. Stepanenko. Malinovsky making good progress on the right-hand side. A real chance to break. Stepanenko. Mykolenko. No goals as yet. Sinchenko going full tilt down the left. Mepham. So what can they make of this? And it's Ramsey. Nice little ball through.
Ukraine really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Mykolenko. No way he was going to let him past. And it's Ramsey. Ampadu. Lovely ball into space. Bale. Yaremchuk. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Ampadu. Bale is onto it in a flash. Yaremchuk. And that is a decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Ukraine have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're already into the second period.
Ukraine can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more. And now the breakaway. Wilson. James. Great chance! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
After 59 minutes is number 20.
Wales get themselves into the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Shifted upfield. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gently done. Now it's Malinovsky. Well read, nice interception.
Ukraine are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great leap! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution for Ukraine. Number 10.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Number 16. Alexander Zinchenko. Number 7. Number 11.
Rodon.
Coming on the field. Number 6.
Defenders on the back foot.
5.
Interesting ball.
Number
And that could
8.
set him on his way. Oh!
21.
And that would have won it.
23.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Davis. Ampadu. James. Ukraine are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late.
And a header! It's bounced out! He scores! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
After 84 minutes is number 13.
Wales take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in. Ukraine looking to pass their way through. Hennessy, will they claim to that? Nice physical challenge. Wales clearly now in lead preservation mode. Ramsey. And that's that. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learned from it all when they regroup. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Ukraine simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.
Is now in operation for your safety.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.